So,
Hello,
hi Laura.
Laura.
So Natalie had like a happy and sad um, kind of. She spoke about one particular kind of moment in the week, and she spoke about the fact that it had been 15 years since her mum died.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh
and
gosh.
you went a walk in the forest, and you said that you felt really good, but not in, obviously your mum died and it's really sad, but because you've lost your mum and your dad, but then you started to think about how you felt quite a lot of gratitude. And I think you were talking about how you think about morality and that, we're all not going to be here forever. So how lucky we are to be here. Um, and I think you were saying that it was maybe it's because it's been so long now since it happened, it kind of was good to think about. And you said you did a bit of research, like, is that normal? Morality, is it normal to think about
Mortality.
morality? Yeah.
More, yeah. Mortality.
Mortality, what did I
Yeah,
say?
mortality. Morality, but it's
Oh,
fine. I just for the yeah, just so we
mortality.
know we're taking the same thing.
And you've not, I don't know if enjoyed's the right word, but you've found it interesting to think about that journey, and you've started to do a bit more research, and which I thought was, I don't know if like nice, I'm using the wrong
No.
describing words here. Um, but then I think you started to, you weren't sure whether to tell us or not. And then you decided to share it. And then you spoke about how nice it is to have a little group like that here where you can kind of share, your thoughts with. And then you spoke a little bit about having different kind of people who you can talk to differently. And I thought that was really nice. So yeah, I think you've had a good week, and then you've really started to think deeply about mortality.
Yeah.
Is that right? Is that okay, Natalie? Did I
Yeah,
do that
that's
justice?
great. Yeah, it was quite a deep one, wasn't it? But I thought it
Yeah.
to share. If I couldn't share it with you guys, who could I share it?
Well, I think we all, well, I can't speak for you, but I feel that. I think we all feel the same.
It's just really interesting when you do stop and think about it, what it can bring up, as in positive things now that time's gone on. The gratitude, the appreciation, the how precious it makes life.
Every day,
Yeah.
every
So it,
second.
yeah, it was quite an amazing sort of different way of feeling this year.
Oh, that's
Anyway,
lovely. Thank
yeah.
you for sharing, Natalie and Chris. Okay, Natalie, who did you have?
So I had Michelle, which the check-in had a bit of a spooky opening because she was telling us a story about things moving in her house. Ooh. Some picture and some a shelf coming, moving, and yeah, so that was a bit. And when you hear about Chris in a minute, there's definitely a theme to the session today. We
Nice.
got four witches, five with Laura.
Hi, Laura.
So, and then she went on to say that she'd been in Northumberland, that her place that she has there since Friday with the doggies. And
Um,
she's been busy with her videos and her practice, getting through the work, which she did say had been challenging. Um, she's been working on the Sanskrit, and it just took me back to when we were doing that phase. And I said that I'd had a similar thing of thinking, oh, it's quite a lot, and feeling you were saying that you were physically there was a difference in how you were feeling, and that the challenge of that, using parts of your body that you've not used for a while or in that way. So just acknowledging that and sharing that was good because we could understand. Is that okay, Michelle? Have I?
Yeah, no, that's good.
So yeah, all good.
oh, good. Thank you. Lovely. Thank you, Michelle and Natalie. And Michelle, did you do Chris?
Yeah, I did Chris. So Chris had started off her telling us. So last week Chris had seen blue when she was doing the throat chakra practice. And this week she saw another colour, which she thought was blue as well, but she said it was actually indigo. So that's come through. And then a voice came through and said that that's the hardest colour to see.
I just heard a voice
It's
on-
so funny.
on
There was,
Zoom.
whose computer was it? All of us? Did we all see it?
I think it was AI, wasn't it? Or I don't know. It like came up on somebody's computer and it just said, what did it? What?
I've written it. Do you mind if I jump in, Michelle? I don't want to steal your thing. No joke, Sophie. When Chris said about seeing the colour, this voice went, indigo, that is the hardest colour for the human eye to see. Like, no joke. It was like an AI thing. And and she blooming saw it. Just as she was saying, she thinks she's psychic.
I was joking. I don't.
I think that's confirmation. Good Lord, if
I
ever we
think
need
it
confirmation.
happens all the time though. People like meditate and they start seeing colours, and then you start seeing images, and it's totally natural. And I just encourage you, Chris, to just keep going with that, keep looking into that, because you'll start to see stuff. I'm very excited.
No. Yeah, so I think so she was quite excited by that. Quite excited by the colour. It's just been a bit stretched with trying to fit everything in with work and parents' evenings and marking and you know, obviously a family life as well, but she is making the yoga priority, you know, like making sure she's doing it every day, even if it's just for a little bit. She feels that that's really important for the, you know, for her and for what she's doing just now. She's feeling the benefit of it as well, because it's helping her get to sleep. And also she moved back on to what Natalie was talking about, that, you know, she likes the kind of intimacy of the group where you can say things here, like that kind of thing, where somebody else might kind of laugh at you, where it kind of makes sense.
Laughing.
That kind of gist of it. Is that right?
Yeah.
We're laughing in a different way, aren't we?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. You've got that perfect. Thank you, Michelle.
Well, I think with the colours thing, it's really interesting because I've done Reiki for over 20 years, and you know, the first time I saw colours, I was just like, oh, and now you see other things as well. You feel you feel energy, like cold air, hot air. Things go hot, things go cold, and sometimes if I go to like sound baths and stuff, I see like little faces, and it's sometimes like little animals or just like people's faces coming in and out. It is really weird, but it's not scary. It's not scary. But, yeah.
When I did Reiki 2 years ago, I got a bit freaked out because I would be seeing, I came out and I saw so many colours, and then but I also saw like bits of gold.
Ooh.
Like,
Higher chakras, is it not? Gold and silver.
I don't know. It was just like, I don't know. I would just, and it's like, oh my gosh. I think I was a bit young to it
Gold
happened.
protection, I think.
Is that what?
I think gold isn't gold protection.
Yeah, I think it's from your aura. I think it goes out deeper into the aura, gold.
But it was like pieces of it. It was like there was some gold here
Mm.
and there was some, it was just right. What?
I think just doing it and like clearing your mind's more open to other things, and I think that's, you know, maybe what's happening. You start to see things and feel things differently.
Wow. So cool, isn't it? So cool. Okay, so how far have we read in the mind? Please remind me, because my brain has disappeared again. Have we done to end of chapter 3?
You told us to read to the end of chapter 3.
Have we all read it?
I think so. Let me check where we're at.
We did it about goodness. I seem to remember about goodness. And I seem to remember we went quite deep into whether we liked Yogi Bhajan. To the point where I've just emailed Gamook. I hope she emails me back. She sometimes does. Just not sure about it all with him. Yeah, so we've got to the end of that. So what I do now is what I've got now is like a little process I thought we'd do. I thought I'd wait for us to do Ajna next week because we've switched, haven't we, to Svadhisthana. So we switched on yesterday, Tuesday.
Wednesday.
Was it Wednesday you went? Tuesday was your last day and then you went to Wednesday?
Yeah.
And how did it feel yesterday? Walking on your elbows.
I didn't like that. I think that's what I was saying. I found the switch of the two practices quite hard.
Oh, it's mad. Absolutely mad. Svadhisthana is mad.
It lulls you, that one lulls you into a false sense of security because it starts with all the meditation and the breathing and stuff, and then suddenly you're doing that, and then walking on your wrists, your hands, and yeah, I found that quite hard.
All I can say is it feels natural now.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think it would just take time to get used to it and build up to it.
Yeah.
It's adjusting, isn't it, to the new practice, and also, yeah, they're just unusual. Some of them, they're just unusual, aren't they?
Yeah, they're working different meridians, different energies through our body. It's just really weird. Good. Right. So I'm just going to share up this thing here. So I feel like if you can do a summary of the third journey, I did ask you to do that, didn't I? And then we're going to just look at a meaning monad life scroll. So, okay. So what I want you to do is just to get into like a meditate. I'm going to do it from here. So I'm not going to do it on the mat. I'm just going to do it from here. But I might sit in like with my legs up on the chair. So I'm like in a meditation feely, posy thing. So get something on. In fact, I might shut the window. It's a bit chilly, Rosie. And what I need you also to have is a piece of paper and a pen to hand. Oh, look at this. It's nice, isn't it? We're all very Buddhist today.
Get your blanket, Michelle.
Blanket on, Michelle. Come on. Get in chilling out mode. Right, and then we've got
The little radiator on that little granny here.
okay. So I'm just going to play a couple of tracks. Hopefully I can share and speak at the same time, which is always an issue. I've got like 400 playlists here. I'm not joking. And there's one particular song I want. Oh, it's really powerful. So just give me a moment.
I already feel like falling asleep.
Good. I'm not going to give up, so just keep breathing. Breathe. Eyes closed. I'm going to share this track whilst I'm finding the other one. Try your breath. Just center yourself. To work on the space between the eyebrows. Breathing into the space between the eyebrows. Just follow the breath in and out of the mouth. Listening to your breath. Try your breath. Eyes closed. Watch the breath go in and out of the nose. Pound it. Deepen the breath. And feel yourself falling. allow the body to soften. Body becoming lighter. If you feel you want to move, you can. Just want to move insistently. Any energy can shift. Allow the breath to move through you. Yourself to your happy place, the free garden. I can see yourself dancing in your happy place. one. In the distance now, you see, you're going to see a figure where you are. You're going to see a figure coming towards you, getting closer and closer. They're a friend, they're friendly, and as they get closer and closer, you can see that that figure is you. You're looking at yourself. This is your higher self. This is your higher self. Take a deep look into your own eyes and ask yourself as many questions as you need to now. Look into your own eyes. Look deeply into your own eyes. See your higher self. This is the best self you can ever be. Breathe and connect. Ask your higher self now, what is my purpose? Doesn't matter if they don't know, doesn't matter if it doesn't answer, but see what happens. What is my purpose? Now give your higher self a big hug and bring them into yourself. Become one. And keep your eyes closed. Come back to sitting on the chair but keeping your eyes closed. And very slowly come back to the room. Okay, so no need to wake too much up. Have you got a piece of paper and a pen in front of you? I'm just going to share this little circle thing you're going to do. You're going to take this on the piece of paper, no talking, just thinking now. You're going to write meaning monad, and you're going to draw this circle. Person, place, and the thing. Okay. We're going to put that to one side, get another piece of paper. And you're going to think about your body, what we have here. And you're going to take a moment, I'm going to give us 2 minutes, and you're going to define what you believe are your gifts, skills, and greatness. 2 minutes, write down. You don't have to share anything, it's just for you to write down your gifts, your skills, your greatness and timeliness. Don't leave anything out. If you're trustworthy, write it down. If you're kind, write it down. The next one. Draw a line under that. What do you believe is real and true and important to you about the world around you? That's the question. What do you believe is real and true and important to you about the world around you? I might put this on the portal now, actually, to define it a bit more. Keep going. 2 minutes, off you go. Okay, next one. What is sacred about you? What is sacred about you? Big question, next one. You finished? You need another minute? I'll give you another minute. Stay on the sacred. Okay, put your pen down again. Too much writing. Shut your eyes again. Go to your happy place. So we're going to go straight away over there to mine's a beach. Yours could be a meadow. Keep your eyes closed. So you find your happy place, and I want you just how a person is going to come to you. This time it's not you, it's someone who's going to come and see you. You're going to see this person just appear to you. It could be a friend, someone who's passed, someone who's in this life. But they're going to come to you now. Okay, so that messenger, that person around you, just going to give you a bit more of a message. Let them keep around your energy. Okay, thank them for the message. Say goodbye. Then gently come back to your chair again. You can keep them with you if you want, by the way. You can keep them with you if you want. Keeping your eyes closed, the next question. What is the desired outcome you see for your life? What is the desired outcome you see for your life? Maybe you want to visualize it first, so keeping your eyes closed. Okay, now go to the pen and you can write that down. So the question is, what is the desired outcome you see for your life? Big question, huh? Just let yourself write, even if you're not sure. So many questions. What is your purpose? What is your purpose? Could be one sentence, could be one word. What's coming? What is your purpose? You're going to distill all this. So you've got lots of words now on a piece of paper. Going to distill all this. You're going to use your messenger, your higher self messenger. You're going to use your little friend who came to see you. And you're going to use all the words that you've written down. You're going to think about what your philosophy at this moment, because you haven't really thought about it before, or what, well, I bet I rarely think about my philosophy, I never have time. What is your philosophy of life? So what is it? We're going to distill it and distill it into how you feel about the world, how you feel about the people around you, and how you feel about your future. Off you go. Oh my heavens. I'm just going to give you some words. Seek your destiny. Walk your talk. Discover what is sacred to you, and you will be on the right path. If you make everything a reflection of creating a sensory life, you will honour all people's individuality. Regard every human's life with sacredness, including your own. Life and business are one, for the process of being sacred at home or in work are one. Everything is connected. Beyond financial reward, being one to share everyone's gifts in life is one's greatest reward. So sharing your gifts is what you're meant to do. What is real and true to you? Okay. See what's going on then. I'm just going to come out. Oh, actually, I'm going to write. I wish I could write in there, but I can't. So I'm going to come out of that. Come out of that. Make what's fast becoming my favourite thing, a whiteboard. There we go. Okay, so we'll make a whiteboard. Actually, no, we're going to talk first. I'll just find the whiteboard. There we go. Right. So, I've got loads of stuff. I've written loads of stuff down. A lot of waffle, but also a lot of things sort of that end up starting to be repeated. Like, I think the world is an unstructured place. That's my reality. It needs more love and it needs more kindness. There should be more giving and there should be more sharing. I feel I want the world to grow. I want more planting, more love and care. I want less pain. My philosophy is to bring less pain to my friends, family and loved ones, those who want it. There is no need to ask people to share things. I need only to share. So that's where I'm coming from at the moment. But I want to distill it further. Does anybody want to share anything? What did anyone come up for with their what is sacred to you? Chris, what did you come up with sacredness?
I'm trying to I can't remember which bit I put for sacred. Was it the gift, skills and greatness, or was it the bit after?
A bit after.
What do I think sacred?
It become the same.
Yeah, it's kind of merged, but I think I've got it. Or what is sacred about you, or what is sacred, isn't it? The bit after. I put love, peace, connection, and happiness, and I put experiencing love, feeling at ease with nature, connecting to everything around us, and being content and happy with what we have.
Oh, lovely. Yes. I think, Natalie, what did you write for sacred? Are you able to share any of it?
Yeah, I put freedom, freedom to be yourself, freedom from the matrix, a bit heavy. I also
But
put
it is right. You're right, though. I feel you're right, you know.
freedom. That word kept cropping up in all areas really of the writing. Freedom fighters is on there. And then I put for sacred, I put an appreciation and gratitude for this life. Wisdom. And I also put a remembering. Remembering where we've come from, ancestors. I think that for me is part of sacredness, is obviously looking forward to the next generations, but also remembering where we've come from.
Beautiful. It's so interesting, isn't it? What is sacred to us? Freedom is so important. Michelle, what did you find?
I don't think I've got it.
I've confused you totally, haven't I?
Sacred about you, as I've written down, is that?
I'm going to do this again with you, so don't worry. This is just the start.
I've done sacred about you, but I've not done sacred in general.
What's sacred about you, Michelle? Can you share anything? You don't have to share everything, just one thing.
I'll just share one. I feel that I'm good at bringing people together and making them laugh. Brought people together through classes, through charity events and friendship groups as well. I think that is one of my kind of best kind of features or benefits.
That's lovely. Okay, so we're creating a philosophy now. Has anybody managed to distill all these things into any philosophy whatsoever? Anything that you're happy to share, you don't have to share it.
I think a big one for me is the phrase, be the change you want to see in the world. I think the philosophy for me is, you know, we can all be good at talking, but if we live a life that we believe, individually we believe, is what we'd like to see the world to be, then if we can be that example, kind of that's it really for me.
That's wonderful.
And then respect and love and gratitude for Mother Earth. I think, you know, the way things are going on Earth, you know, I think treading more carefully and is just critical, isn't it?
That's what I've got for that. I feel that we've lost sight of the simple things. We just seem to want to have more and more, and that isn't becoming, it's not a good thing. You know, we're not taking the time to appreciate small things, like looking around you just now, you've got baby lambs, you've got flowers, you've got, you know, all these things, the moon, the cycles, and we're just intent, we seem to be just intent on destroying the planet that we live on. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Where does that feeling come from? That feeling of this intent that we feel around us, like having, I mean, like on the news, it's like, oh, the economy is not good enough. You know, we have to try harder. Is it that? Do you think? Do you think it's because it is like Natalie says, it's through the matrix that we're being told that we have to pedal faster? Do you think that's what it is?
I just think we're being played, and I think the more we can wake up and, you know, we see examples of people who are doing good things and, you know, who actually care about what's important in the world, which isn't the commercial, you know, wanting more. We don't need a lot, do we? And it's back to thinking where we came from. You know, we've just lost our way. That's how I feel, and we need to get it back quickly.
That's beautiful. In a sad way. It's beautifully sad.
The theme of the day.
Yes. We need to get it back. So how are we going to get it back?
Well, by being the change, by
individual.
individual. This is my philosophy, is by individually fighting for our own freedom so that we can then be what we believe humanity needs to collectively be, because we are part of, we're all one, aren't we? It's that as well. I think it's waking up to the fact that we are one collective consciousness, and it's raising it's coming together to raise the human consciousness. And the only way I see that can be done is by individuals being the example, and then collectively. It's like anything, we all follow, don't we? We all follow what the masses do, and yeah, I think that's the only way we can do it, individually and then come together.
What was your philosophy, Chris? Did you find one?
I did. It's not, it isn't perfected by all means, and I feel like I feel like you, Natalie, yours and Michelle's are a lot more thought out, and you're thinking about, everybody. But I think mine was a bit more inwards, and I think it's because of my job. And this is one of my life mantras. And I know that it's important to teach maths and literacy at school, but I can't remember the exact example now of why I was saying this in class, but I said it 2 days ago, and I said, look, there was an example, somebody said something hurtful to somebody, and I said, look, in life, this will go through your whole life. It's just really important to be kind and treat people as you would want to be treated, and then I was thinking about what you guys said and how it connected, because kindness is where it all starts, and having compassion for other people. And we talk about it so much at school because, children, I think it's really important. It's just as important as all the other things that you teach. So anyway, so I was thinking about kindness. So I put, with kindness comes connectivity, with connectivity comes calm, and with calm comes the path to freedom. And that was it.
Beautiful, Chris.
Maybe you could have a kindness trophy.
We do quite a lot. So we do quite a lot of we have this thing called, it's like a respect tickets, partly because I think I just kicked off so much in school about we're losing that respect for each other, and it was a big thing, and they were like, oh Chris, we've got this, and I was like, oh yes. So it's just about kindness. We've got a little set of things on the board, and it's like things about body language and the things that you say and how you treat other people. So it's big. It's just as important as anything else, isn't it? Because if you've not got like respect for each other, then you can't sit down and even get on with your work in the first place, can you? So yeah.
No.
We've got a little mental health matters board at the back as well. And whatever day they're having, they go and put the name on it. No, you don't have to see it. So it can be the other way around, and then somebody will do a little check-in on you as well, and they love that, because you've got to be in the right frame of mind, haven't you, to get started. Anyway, I'm waffling, sorry.
That sounds amazing. It's a different take on it, isn't it? It's a different take on this philosophy, and they are applying it in school.
Yeah, I think, sometimes it can be a little bit of a bubble in school, and I think you can forget about the wider issues in the world, when you're in that classroom with 34 children all day.
And yet that world is the world.
Yeah.
Making a perfect world. So let's go make a cup of tea in our perfect world. We'll come back in 8 minutes. I have to say 8 minutes, because we've only got 20 minutes to the end of that. Yeah? Go and get a cup of tea, have a wee, have another wee, Michelle. Did you have a door?
No, I was just barking the whole way since 12 o'clock.
Oh, dear.
And my dogs have opened the door, got out into the street, and they were in the garden with my walking boots. And I thought there's no way that they're like Houdini, and that's why I went away. I thought that really sounds like them, and they were both stood in the garden with my walking boots. Oh,
That's so naughtiness.
no.
They'll need you now. Go and see them now. All right. I'll see you back at 22. All right, guys? Okay. So we've had a bit of a different one, haven't we, this time? We've had a little sort of bit of navel gazing, but also like trying to think of how we fit into that bigger picture. What our direction is, what our philosophy is. How are we feeling about Yogi Bhajan's philosophy?
How do we feel about Yogi Bhajan? What are the allegations against him?
Wow.
It's a
It's
funny,
all going on.
it's a funny one because half of me wants to ignore it and just purely focus on the teachings, and the other half feels, do I not have a responsibility if I'm choosing to study it? You know, study the person behind the philosophy. I'm literally in two minds.
So last night there was the Michael Jackson thing on. Did anyone see? Well, I don't know whether it was supposed to be on or whether Jim just put it on. But there was a thing about Michael Jackson's documentary that's come out, and listen to that, and it's just horrible. And yet, my kids dance Thriller. So are we thinking we can't dance Thriller because of the allegations? Or are we thinking, are they two separate things?
I think
Can you divide?
Can you? Yeah.
I think it's, I mean, I think, like, you know, that book, I Am a Woman and stuff, and I think it's great, and there's all these things for this, and I think I put that in my summary about it, just, you know, but some of it is a bit sexist, isn't it? Some of the stuff that he says. And then you see that, and I think it's just the same as anybody in a position of power. It gets abused, doesn't it? There's lots of great things going on there that he's saying, and it's all factually right, but he's not effectively practicing what he's kind of preaching. But yeah, it's a bit. But you find that in everything, don't you? You find that with politics, you find it with religion, you know, so. It's disappointing.
I think it is disappointing. Yes, you're right. Disappointing is a good word, Michelle. We're disappointed in you, Yogi Bhajan.
And you, Michael Jackson.
And Michael.
Yeah.
I think if something's got that many kind of good messages, it's disappointing that it's been exploited. That's the thing. It doesn't mean that you can't go along with what. I don't think it means that you can't go along with it. You know, like you know, if you like Thriller, then you like Thriller, don't you? Do you know what I mean? It's separate from what he's done, but it's just making that divide. Some people just wouldn't, would they?
No, exactly.
Some people just wouldn't. They'd say, "Well, I'm not buying that record because of what he's done." And like your friend Natalie said that they, you know, that they wouldn't kind of follow Yogi Bhajan because of what he's done, but.
And I guess it's respecting everybody's individual kind of choice, isn't it, on that? And not judging those that can separate the two and those who find it difficult to. I guess it's, and maybe people's opinions change over time, or I mean, I've just admitted I don't know where I stand. I'm like, you know, I'm in two camps. I don't know really where I'm at, but maybe in time that will change as my journey evolves. I don't know.
Actually, I think things don't, like, as we've evolved as human beings, you know, if you think back to like the time of, like, say for example, like Henry VIII, a power was abused then, do you know what I mean? He broke away, he created his own church, he did this to women, blah blah blah. Nothing's really changed as you move forward. You're always going to get that kind of disappointment, or somebody that gets a bit of power and then it kind of they use it the wrong way. That's.
Are we also allowed to have the opinion that we can't blame them. It's hard with Yogi Bhajan because he's supposed to be an example of what he's teaching us, but in other cases, could it be that these people that have abused the power, they were acting where they're at their level of awareness at that time? Could they have been influenced? And do you know what I mean? Do we go as far? Can we go as far as saying, well, not blaming, but then how far? How bad does it have to be?
But then we're going into the level of like Nazi war camps, aren't we? Because you could say that the soldiers were under command. They had, it's like there's so many different worlds people operating in, different philosophies they're operating in, different spectrums that they have. Like they might have had to protect their families and they have to make this awful choice. And I guess my thought is in creating as kind and as nice a world without taking any of the shit. So for example, that's why I will not go in our little world. You're allowed to speak.
Say again.
It's not, in my little world, it's like this is an interactive course. This is an integrative course where you are going to be super elevated. If you did a Kundalini course, you might be indoctrinated into having to follow, you said. What I'm saying, but we are women with minds that need to explode and grow and make our own little worlds. And that's my philosophy, to make things better. I'm not following orders. But we're looking at this Kundalini in a different way because it's about the body, you making your body like going from a mini metro to a, what should we say, Kawasaki? to a Porsche. You're changing the energy within your body, and that's what we're using the teachings for. We're using the teachings about you being able to redesign your energy and being able to do with it what you can, like seeing colours. Like my aim of yoga is to become psychic. I'm a little bit jealous of Chris already. She's already ahead of me. That's my aim. That is my ultimate aim. And I still can't do it. I once meditated for so long, and I fell asleep on the bus, and I saw some fire engines when I fell asleep. And when I woke up, like 2 hours later, I woke up and there were some fire engines. That's the closest I've got to being psychic. But it also made me believe that it's possible. So it's like we've got to keep meditating, keep on working on those levels.
Do you know what I think it might be now? I've been telling my children for years that I'm slightly magic, and maybe I've said it so many times that it's actually becoming real.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
I'm always like, it's in my CV, I am slightly magic. And they're all like,
oh, I love that. You are.
I am joking. I am joking.
Oh, you are magic. It's hard, isn't it? Because I sometimes think, oh, we've got to be all love and light, and then sometimes I think, no, this yoga is bringing out all sorts, but it also brings out the warrior. And actually, if somebody stood up and said, that is not all right, what these men are doing, you know, and really kind of felt, you know, strongly warrior-like about it, then I'd totally respect that as well, as the person that says, just send them love, you know, they're the ones that are suffering, and life is light and dark and shade. Still, so I still don't have my answer, but it's funny, isn't it? It's like the polarities, that word, is it paradoxical? And there's sometimes it's, yeah, one thing can mean another, and that's when I start to lose it with the wisdom teaching. Sometimes I just go, do you know what? I'm just gonna pour a glass of wine.
Why
So,
not?
yeah.
Can I
I
ask
think it's important to have a glass of wine.
Can I ask a question, Sophie? What's his name again? But forgive my ignorance, because I do need to read it again, and I do need to do the commentary. What's the name of this man? What's he called?
Bhajan. Yogi
Bhajan.
Bhajan. BHAJN.
So
Yogi
did
Bhajan.
he create Kundalini in the first place, or did he just?
So he's passing on teachings. So he's not.
Mr.
He's passing on
Kundalini.
teachings. No, he didn't create the Kundalini. So he's passing them on.
Passing
So
on.
we should really find older books.
And because I don't even know what he did really, but I'm presuming I don't want to know, and it was all a bit dodgy. See, because I don't know, I don't know, I don't know the severity, but yeah, it's only one part of it.
You see, I'd gone from, you know, wishing I'd met Yogi Bhajan to being glad I didn't. But at the same time, not sure I believe what people say. So I'm not sure, just not sure. Especially as the people around him who've created all these things like Snatam Kaur, all the singing and all the energy and all the goodness that I've got from it, I'm not so sure. I'm just not sure. People when, I don't know, when money gets involved with things, sometimes people get a bit makey-uppy. I don't know. Because I'm not there.
We haven't, none of us have got the first-hand evidence, have we? So that, how can we make an informed decision when we actually are going on hearsay?
Even about Michael, how do we know?
How do we know?
So let's carry on in our own little world, our own little practice, our own little, I'd call us female Kundalinis, and carry on with our daily Svadhisthana, see how that works for us. Can you upload one Svadhisthana to the Facebook if you can? Don't worry about being late. Don't worry about any of that. Don't worry. It's not about worrying. With your journaling, just keep journaling around how you're feeling about all of this, about the philosophy, about your philosophy. Yeah. So then next week we'll do Ajna, and then you'll start, and I want you to start designing your classes. You've got to start thinking about, I think we've got 2 more together here, and then we're proper together. So is Michelle away?
Yeah, I'm away for the.
Yeah, you're going to be away, but I'm going to be sending you stuff, so don't worry. I've worked that one out.
You worked it out
before. Done that before. I can send you stuff. Zoom you if you're around, but don't worry, send you stuff. So I want you to be thinking, including you, Michelle, about doing a half-hour Kundalini practice class, what you would put in it, and start thinking about how you would design that. So Kundalini.
Can I ask one question about it, Sophie?
Yeah.
I've never done a Kundalini class before. Do you mix the different chakras, or do you have to stay with one chakra?
No, because you can have it. You can do it like, you know, like when we create a class and we have a title. So Natalie did all the fire, earth. Hello, bye-bye. See you. Right, get better. Fire, earth, energy, wood, metal, or you could do about fire, you could do about the woman, empowerment, you could do about anything you want. It doesn't have to be a chakra.
Okay.
But take the energy from, for example, meditation to release inner anger. You could use that one, and you could have a title, time for calm, a time for calm practice. So you're releasing the anger, you might do some sun salutes to get rid of it. You might do a shake. I haven't done that yet. We haven't done a free dance yet. I'll show you that. We're going to be doing that. You know, you might add bits in, and so what I would like you to do is just take bits from it, pull it in. I'd rather us finish this Kundalini where you do a vinyasa and just 1-2 pieces of Kundalini, rather than you just do a traditional this Kriya, this Kriya, this Kriya. I want you to start creating your own things, pulling things out of different places. It's just more exciting, isn't it? And make it relevant to you. You know, Michelle could do one for dogs.
Oh,
Just had a Coke can. We found a Coke can in the garden and they've destroyed it.
Oh my God, they are wild, those. 3 or 2.
cheeky.
I've got 3, but 2 are wild. The other one's really old, but yeah, they've just they've been out in the street. They've had they're living their best life this afternoon.
Mummy's away.
They don't need yoga by the sounds of it.
Thursday afternoons, do you want girls? Let's get out. Let's get out. So okay, let's sum up, Chris. Right. What to sum up? How are you today?
Great. I thought that was great. I feel like I've almost been in a therapy session, which was wonderful as well. Really enjoying it. And I'm just about to write down some ideas for my Kundalini class before I forget them. So thank you. It's been lovely.
Okay, thank you, Chris. Natalie.
I think the opportunity to work on something like that is so thought-provoking, I find that so empowering. So thank you. Yeah, I've really enjoyed that today.
Pleased, really pleased. Lovely. Michelle.
It's been great. It's really different, wasn't it, today from the other lessons with you know, the meditation stuff. I really enjoyed it.
God.
No, it's great. A bit different.
Thinking food. All right. Okay, let's clear the space and I will see us next week. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Again. Woo! One more. Woo! Have a great week, guys. Enjoy yourselves.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Namaste. Bye.
Namaste.